I'm going to hit record. We are going to screen share. Okay. And everybody should be able to see the first slide. Can I get a verbal confirmation from someone? Because I can't see anything except for the slides right now.
See it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, hello and welcome to our What the Heck is Beachbody Coaching webinar. This is for you so that you can make an informed decision about what Beachbody coaching is, if it's right for you, and we answer some questions as well. You've been invited to check this out because somebody cared a ton about you to allow you to make an informed decision to see if this is something that would fit in your life, this was something that would bless your life, and this is something that you would just really enjoy doing. Maybe you're a person who's already into fitness. Maybe you're a person who is just getting started and you're kind of feeling stuck and you're not sure where to go, but you know that the person who has been working with you has been really supportive, has been there for you, and you just know that this person is going to be by your side your entire journey. And so maybe you're checking it out because you're thinking about getting started on your own fitness journey, and you may decide to jump in with the coach discount to save 25% if you're going to be on product anyway, or you may decide to just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to listen in because I'm thinking I might want to share this with other people and help them feel better too, as I'm starting to help myself feel better. Whatever it is, we welcome you here, but I definitely recommend you grab a pen and paper because this webinar is going to answer a ton of questions for you, but it's also going to generate more. And we want to make sure that you get a chance to jot those things down so that you can talk to the coach that invited you here after or tomorrow and get your questions answered. It's so easy to think, oh, I'll just remember everything that I want to ask. And then you hear something else, and then you forget. And what we want to do is make sure that you can have complete clarity and have everything answered that you want to have answered. So with that being said, we're going to get started. Okay. A little bit about me and who I am. My name is Carrie Boge, and I have been a Beachbody coach since April 3rd, 2010. And for me, it was one of those decisions of, do I go back to Weight Watchers or do I try something different? And at the time, I had really bad digestion and regularity issues that local specialists and holistic nutritionists just really couldn't help me feel like me again. They provided a little bit of relief, but not to where I felt whole, if that makes sense to you guys. So honestly, it was just from Facebook that I had heard about Shakeology and how it could help. And at the time, financially, my husband and I were so paycheck to paycheck. Honestly, like we were spending more than what we were bringing in, personally. And honestly, what happened was I had just gotten done with my master's degree, but I was only making $28,000 a year, and I owed a lot in school loans. What I thought a lot, I owed $17,000, but that was a huge payment for me, an extra, and a huge eye opener to have a mortgage, to have that school payment, to have a car loan, to have, oh, I can't even tell you how I racked my credit card bills up during college. If I couldn't afford it, it went on the card. And I had multiple cards. I had 3 different cards that I would rotate and put different purchases on based on the due date of the payment. And I don't know if anybody else is out there like me, but when I knew I wanted to try Shakeology, I knew that if it worked for me, it would save us a ton of money, because at the time we were spending between $400 and $600 a month on holistic supplements. Did we have the money for that? No, but I was looking for a solution. But what happened is I knew that if this worked, it would save us a ton of money. So honestly, I saved up for my first investment in Shakeology, and I went all in for the discount and had absolutely no intention of it being a business. And I knew after getting my first shipment, I would have 30 days to save up again. But honestly, I was the person calling Coach Relations every single month to change which card my Shakeology was going to be charged to. That was me. I wasn't proud of it, but I knew that that was the only way at this point in time. And after that first month of being on Shakeology, I had made $56.17. And the crazy part is I didn't even try. And I thought, if I made that and I wasn't trying, what would happen if I did try? And that was all I needed to start focusing forward and looking at the bigger picture and seeing what this could really do. And fast forward to today, it blows my mind that it's going to be 6 years that I've been in business. And honestly, that's when people hear people in business, a home-based business, they don't expect them to do well or be able to help people, because only a small few seem to be successful. I was the person who envied those women who were strong and powerful and earning trips. And I was the person who really, really, really wanted to be like them. And I really felt like that would be just amazing to just be in that place in life and feel like you made it. But honestly, I just really felt like I wasn't that type of person, that success was for other people. I just wasn't born into a lucky family. I wasn't that person who had people, from my friends and family that wanted to join my team and do what we were doing and do this together. I wasn't that person. So I thought to myself, okay, could I do this? I want to do this, but I'm not sure. So I just put one foot in front of the other. And I took the struggles that I had, and instead of using them as reasons why I couldn't or shouldn't or can't, I use them as reasons why I should. So, is having your own business hard sometimes? Heck yes. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything worth it is challenging. If you think about your weight loss, if you think about that, your weight loss, as you're doing it, it's hard, but when you reach a milestone, it's so worth it. And it's the same thing with your own business. It's the same thing with having children. Having children, it's hard. Having pets is hard sometimes, but it's so worth it. So that's a little bit about me. I am the mom of 3 dogs now, and a guinea pig and a fish that was a 4th grade science experiment 2 years ago, still living on the kitchen counter. And for me, my favorite programs is Insanity Max 30, which I'm currently doing right now, low modification. And I love the 21-day fix food plan. Now, Beachbody, just to give you guys a little bit of history, about Beachbody and the reason Beachbody came up with what they call coaches is what we do. Beachbody was developed in 1998, and really they had really good programs. They had effective programs, but what they found is that many people were getting their programs and they were sitting on their shelf. They were not opening the box. They weren't reaching their goals because they just weren't doing the program. Or maybe they would start and they just would never finish. So their goal, of course, if you know anything about Beachbody, our whole mission is to help people achieve, a more healthy and fulfilling life. And because Beachbody's programs that they developed in the beginning, they were effective, but they weren't reaching their goal of helping people because people didn't have that one key part of their whole fitness, experience. They didn't have the support. And, and sometimes us as coaches are the only support system that a person has. And so in 2007, Team Beachbody was launched. And why they did that was so that people had a support system connected to them. someone who was there, someone who gets it, someone who knows what it's like to plateau or feel stuck, someone who knows what it's like to, really rock a program and then totally, just fall off the wagon. And then they know what it's like to get back on because their body and their health and their whole being is worth the fight. So Beachbody coaches, it's so easy to think, when you're thinking of a Beachbody coach or thinking of owning your own business, it's so easy to feel like, I'm just not good at sales. I don't know if I could do this. Well, our team, honestly, if you're here because you just want to sell product because you think that people are going to know the product because you see it on TV and you think you're going to sell a ton of it because people know the name, I honestly don't know how to train you. But I could help you if you're a person who wants to truly help other people. And we can help you if you're a person who really wants to focus on your own health and fitness goals so that you can inspire other people to action. And if you're a person who wants to share your story, your struggles, your successes, how you overcome certain things that are hard for you so that you can inspire other people that are just like you, we can help you, and we would love to have you on our team. Now, if you look at all of these programs, these are programs that came about after the coaching opportunity was created, Team Beachbody. So if you look at these, there is something for every person, something for every body. There's even rehabilitative programs like Tai Chi that came out in 2012. It's right in the middle there. And then we also have some low modification programs, where you're not moving and jumping as much. You've got your PIO, you've got your P90, and most of the programs do have a modifier. And if they don't, you always can modify the moves. So if you have a program that doesn't have a modifier, ask your coach and they can share with you a little bit more about how to modify those, specific moves that are difficult for you. Like say if you can't do squats or you can't bend, past a certain level, they can assist you with what to do. So what makes us, Team Beachbody, unique from, I'm just going to say everybody else. And I say that because I'm a person who failed miserably in 2 home businesses prior to Beachbody. And I'm not, I share that freely because I think it's so important to know, because I think it's so easy to think that when you meet somebody where they're at in a specific spot in their business at a certain time, it's easy to not know what it was like for them in the beginning when they started right where you started. It's easy to think that things just come simple, to somebody, but there's work involved no matter what. That's like saying, oh my gosh, she's, like you could look at someone who's a mom, with one child, and then you go, oh my gosh, I don't know how she does it. Then you look at if you're a person with no kids, right? Then you look at for me, I've got 1 child. And when I look at someone who's got 6 children, I'm like, oh my goodness, how does that person do it? She does it with grace and she does it with dignity and she's so strong, And then that mom would be like, but you have no idea what it's like. I want to bang my head against the wall sometimes. Like we get that. But so as a Team Beachbody coach, what makes us unique, we have all aspects covered for you guys and for our clients. So we've got the fitness portion, your movement. Your body needs to move. It was meant to move, okay? It's designed to move. Your nutrition. It's so important to clean up what you're eating, but we totally get that not everybody is making decisions or can make a habit out of everything all at once. So for me, when I first started working out and trying to be healthier, I had to focus on just one thing. It was too much to my brain to try to focus on everything. So I focused on consistently working out. And I knew once I could get that down and look forward to that, then I could move on to the next thing, which was food for me, which was the very most hardest thing for me out of everything. So do what feels right for you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing, but you're going to have your fitness covered, your nutrition piece covered, and it's simplified for you. Every single plan comes with a nutrition guide to make it easy for you. And your fitness is going to come with a specific schedule. So you don't have to try to figure out, geez, what workout should I do today? How do I do this program so I can see the best results? What order? It's already done for you. You're going to have peer support. You're going to have other people that are doing the same program as you. You're going to have other coaches that are starting at the same spot as you, whether it is in training or whether it is in your challenge group. Also, rewards. Beachbody rewards challengers for completing their programs with free t-shirts, okay, and socks if you're doing size, some knee-high socks. And also they reward coaches as well with different rewards as well, depending on what the person is doing in their business. So Shakeology is our #1 continuity product. And if you have been invited here, you've heard about this from your coach, you've seen them drink it, you saw their pictures of it, it looks yummy, but you're not quite sure, how's it gonna taste? Because it also has all that healthy stuff in there. So I can tell you it is awesome. I have had it every single day since I got started. And when I started, there was 2 flavors to choose from, greenberry and chocolate. Now you have 6 flavors to choose from, including 2 vegan options as well. If you're a person who cannot have dairy, a lot of people that have inflammatory illnesses, we want to steer you towards the vegan options as well. It's just going to be better for your body. But the non-vegan options are greenberry, vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. And your vegan is tropical strawberry. Honestly, one of my favorites, that one is, and the vegan chocolate. But you're seeing all these cool little vials here. That is all whole food ingredients. There's over 70 fruits and vegetables in Shakeology. Good stuff. Nothing artificial in that as well. So if you're a person who cannot have artificial sweeteners, you're good to go here. If you can't have different chemicals or soy and all that kind of stuff, it's not in Shakeology. So definitely if you need to check out the ingredient list, or you'll want to just to see all the good stuff in it, you can go to your coach's site, click on Shop Shakeology, and you can scroll at the bottom of the description, and we have a PDF there of every single flavor. Anything that's consumable on your coach's site, there will be an ingredient list there for you to take a look at. So with Beachbody, when you have your fitness, your nutrition, your support, and awesome rewards, some people just do it for the reward. Other people, they have their own meaning, their deep meaning, their reason for it. For some people, the doctor said, hey, you have to do something. If you don't do something, you're going to end up on this specific med. And meds can be scary. They have side effects, or for someone, they're just uncomfortable, and they just don't feel like themselves, and they just want to find themselves again. Everybody's journey is different. For some people, they're feeling physical symptoms, and they need to lessen that. For some people, it could be a sleep apnea thing, and they just need to be able to breathe. Right? So everybody's different, and you can see here, it doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, you can take a look at their befores, and in their after, they look younger. Like you can just see the radiance. I just love that. That's one of my favorite things to see. And of course, their eyes are smiling so much differently than what they were initially. You could see the pain almost behind their eyes in the before picture. So with peer support, I know that you're in business by yourself, or it's your business, but you are never alone. So I can tell you that it's a really good team support, and we really encourage success partners. And it doesn't have to be a person on your team. It can be a person that you just connect with, or maybe you go to an event in your area. Super Saturdays are coming up. October 17th. And those are great live events where you get to be around other people that are Team Beachbody. You get to experience, what it's like. You get to meet other coaches that are local to your area. And that is such a neat thing. And sometimes you just connect with someone that is like maybe at the same place in business as you are, meaning maybe they signed up around the same time as you did. Maybe they have the same goals as you do and the same drive and energy, and you almost feel like you're the same person. That's a great person to talk about maybe having a success partner relationship with. And you're just there as a support, for each other, and then you help each other. Sometimes one of you has a strength and the other, where one of you has a strength where the other's weak, and vice versa. And it just works. Truly amazing. Okay, so you're here and you've heard about all these things, but what is a coach? Okay, so a coach does not have to be, thank goodness, a fitness expert or a nutrition expert. And a coach does not have to be at their fitness goal already. And you do not have to be a salesperson. Everybody can just breathe a sigh of relief right now, including myself, because I don't know about you guys. When I think of salesperson, I just feel the first thing that comes to my mind is, I don't want to be an icky salesperson. Nobody wants to be. So my advice there is just don't be one. Just be you and help people. A coach should be a person who's sharing how people can change their lives and achieve their goals. And you do this by sharing your own story, by sharing how you have benefited, how, and as a new person, it could be a very good question of, well, how do I share my story if I don't really have one yet? You do have one. You have a reason. You have a reason for why you're getting started. You have a goal in mind. And now you have a way that you're going to do that. And to share that with people so that if they're just like you, they know they don't have to feel stuck anymore. And you have a plan, and maybe the plan you have might work for them. Okay? Be that light. Be that light for someone with your sharing. Number 2, committed to being proof that the products work. This is so important because being a product of the product, you're showing people, 1, how committed you are to your own health goals. And number 2, you show them that the programs are effective and they do work. And you're the real person in their life. Yes, they probably have sat through a couple infomercials. I know myself, if I have the TV on, which is rare, but if I have it on and if I see one, I just can't turn it off. I have to watch it all the way through. So they see that these product works because people on TV are telling them, but you're their real person. You're the person that it just clicks with because they know you. And they like you and they want it to do, to work with you because you're the real person in their life. So, and also what a coach should be doing is improving and developing themselves. And I always have to laugh at this part because I always thought it was a little weird that people were reading things that were just, kind of like a self-help book, but we call it personal development. And I always thought it was a little strange that people were doing that. And I thought, who needs that? That's so weird, until I read my first one. And the way it fed me and fed my soul was so different than anything I've read before. And then I was hooked, completely hooked. So being a coach is not only going to help your health and fitness, but it's going to help your well-being as well. Some other benefits of being a coach are that you get to set your own work hours. Okay. And you also get to focus on whether or not you want to be a part-time or full-time coach. And I want to clear up some things because it can be so easy for someone to think that a full-time Beachbody coach is 30 hours a week. Because I've talked to people who have said, I don't know if I could do that because I don't have all that time. Really what we do, if you're a Beachbody coach who works 10 hours a week, you're a full-time Beachbody coach. Because what we do is not a party plan. There's so much less time involved. However, you're going to have some time in training. You're going to have some, time in having conversations and talking to people about their needs, their health and fitness goals, a little bit more about who they are. What do they like in fitness? How much time do they have for their fitness? So you do have some time in there, and then you can decide where you want to do that. Are you a person who likes to get up at half an hour early and, message people and work on Facebook? Are you a person who likes to, talk to people more in person? You could do this business both ways. I know for me, when I got started with my business and realized I wanted to work it as a business, I lived in a small town with one blinking light, and nobody wanted to talk to me or be my friend because of who I was and who I wasn't. We did not have the right last name. and apparently being in that town, at the time for over 8 years was not enough time to be just a person that was treated like a person. So I honestly turned to social media. And I just shared my story. I shared me. I shared what was going on in my life. I shared at the time how I would get my workout in with my daughter. And honestly, I would block her in the hallway with, I wish I could show you a picture, with 2 toy bins. And she would have that space in the hallway to play. And I would be in the living room rocking out my workout. And it wasn't easy at first because she cried because she wanted to be with me. But what was nice is as time went on, she would start to play, and then she'd come back and look, are you still there? Okay, and go back and play. So it got to be that was her time for independent play, and then I had my time. So it was really cool. So if you're a person who has a child and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, if you can block out an area so that they're safe and you can still see them and get your workout in, that's a great way. All right. So one of the other benefits of being a coach is you get to share what you're doing. And from that, those that need you will rise up. Those that are wanting to do what you're doing as well, because maybe they want to be home with their child, or maybe they need to be home because of some other medical need and they can't work, but they need more income for their home. They can do this online. You don't have to be face-to-face. Now, we had talked a little bit about some of the rewards for coaches. You guys can see here, there's some rewards here with some really cool bracelets, some t-shirts, some jackets. Okay, you see that. And you also always receive a 25% commission from any orders placed on your site. Plus, we have what we call team bonuses. And that's if you're a person who decides that you are a business building coach, there is something that we call team cycle bonus, and you are eligible for that once you are at our first position called Emerald. And we'll train you on all of that kind of stuff, and you don't have to learn everything, in the beginning before you get started. It is a learn as you go business, so know that. Kind of like being a parent is learn as you go. You don't know everything at first, but so you wing it. Here we go. Never changed a diaper before, but here we go. So you also can earn trips, and I've personally earned 5 Success Club trips to date. Again, I was that person who really, really, really wanted to be a trip earner. And it was April of 2011 when I decided, oh my gosh, I could totally earn this trip. And if I don't, it's because I stood in my own way. Like, it's the moment I felt that it was so possible. And if I didn't, it was exciting and scary at the same time. If I don't, it was because I stood in my own way. And it was such a huge eye-opener. And I just put one foot in front of the other. And then 9 months later, I was gifting my family with a trip to the Bahamas. And what makes that so special for us is when we got married June 8th of 2002, my husband and I had decided that every year we were going to go away for a weekend. It didn't matter where, it didn't matter what, didn't have to be huge and extravagant, but just to go away. 10 years later, we still hadn't gone away. It was until that year when we went to the Bahamas. Because every year before that, we could justify not going by paying down a bill. Maybe we needed a new appliance, but we could finally paint every room in the house. We justified every time. And at the moment, we were okay with not going, but I secretly really wished we could just be the people to just pick up and go and not have a worry in the world and not have to think about, oh, gosh, if we don't go, we could put an extra payment down on the car and be done earlier. Or, just stuff like that. It always kind of boggled me and weighed on my mind. So fast forward, that's not a concern right now because we have been able to help people and then help people also learn how to do what we're doing, how to help people so that people can just feel healthier. Because I've learned that every person in the world who has a body needs to take care of it. And sometimes most of the time it's not in our time, it's when they're ready to take care of it. But as long as they know what you do and that you're kind and that you're there to support and help them, when they are ready, they do come to you. With our team, we also have wonderful supports. We have training systems and tools available to you. And you also will receive different communications from corporate, live calls. We have team calls as well every Tuesday at 8:45. And we have other teams within our team that have their own calls as well. So depending on whose team you're on, there's going to be some kind of support call that you can access every single week. We also do a lot on social media, and we have a private Facebook group for our team page, for our coaches only, so that we can be there for some training, for support. So you're not lacking in any kind of support whatsoever. So you might be wondering, so I'm here listening and I want to know what my options are for becoming a coach. So number one is you could become a coach, or you could become a customer. So if you're choosing to become a coach, you can say, hey, you know what? I'm ready to help other people while I'm on my own journey. Great. Or you could say, I want to coach because I want to focus on me and I want the discount because I know I'm going to be using a lot of the products and I'd rather save some money. I was that person initially. Or you can say, hey, you know what? I'm just really wanting to be a customer and I don't want to worry about the discount or anything like that. I just want to, and focus on me and my health. And you totally can do that. Okay. Now, so for you to join as a coach, you have some 3 options. I can tell you back in the day when I signed up, there were no amazing packs like there are now. So number 1, which is your best value, is the challenge pack. It's an average savings of anywhere from $50 to $80. And with that, your coach fee that's normally around $40 is completely waived. So whether you're signing up as a client or whether you're signing up as a coach, your cost is the same, just so you know, because that $40 fee is waived. You are getting your full fitness program. You'll get your first month supply of Shakeology. You choose the flavor. And then you also get a 30-day trial membership of our Team Beachbody Club subscription. And a lot of people use that right now for the Beachbody On Demand, which is full access to other programs that are included in Beachbody that you can stream on your phone. You can connect it to any kind of device that you have or your TV, except for my TV. I bought it in 1998. I still have it, so it doesn't have that kind of connection right now. And one day we'll get a new one, but it still works. So with this challenge pack that is your best value, check with your coach and ask them which ones are on special this month if you're a person who's all about the specials. But really, I'd focus on the one with the program that is the one that excites you most, the one that you feel, just a little nervous and excited about. That one's usually for you and goes with your goals. The other way you can sign up is you can pay that $40 coach fee. Then you can go in and order your Shakeology at a 25% discount. But that comes to around like $137. So for about $3 more, you get a full fitness program if you end up with one of our 140 packs. Just throwing that out there because for $3 you get a full fitness program. It's kind of a win-win. So number 3 is you can order your fitness program only. So with that, you will pay the $40 coach program fee. Then you order your fitness program. What's different here than number 1 is when you order just the fitness program at your 25%, you are paying a full shipping. So it's usually around $10 to $15 for shipping a fitness program. Whereas with the challenge pack, it's $2 shipping for the whole entire thing. So there is some huge savings, and I just want to go over that. If you're a numbers person or if you just get the whole savings part, then you can make an informed decision. And you can ask your coach that invited you here as well to go over that again with you so that it makes a little bit more sense if it's not making sense or you want to hear it again. All right, so you do, after month 1, you do have a $15.95 business service fee, and that covers your websites. They maintain them for us. There's amazing systems back there. You've got full training. Even if you ended up, I'm just going to put this out there. Say you ended up signing up without a coach sponsor, period. You have training systems available to you in the online office. Our training systems we have in our team are fine-tuned based on the need of the people that are in our team and the coaches, that are there. So you're going to have some awesome tools there. You have some success on demand, which is great for that personal development we were talking about earlier. You're also going to see that it's a great way for you to be able to see your customers, for you to see, how checks and balances of how you're doing in your business. If you're a person who's comparing and contrasting a numbers thing in graphs, that's all there. Lots of information too. If you're a person who loves to earn trips or is motivated by that, you're going to have a Success Club option where you can see all the qualifications on how to do that so that you can make an informed decision. Now, if you join as a customer, again, your challenge pack is an awesome savings. Same thing as if you're joining as a coach. You're going to get your fitness program, first month of Shakeology, and your trial month of the Beachbody Club membership. So in addition to the on-demand that comes with the club membership, you're also going to save 10%, on any future orders. And you're also going to be able to access different meal plan options, shopping lists, and recipe builders on there as well. And that's the same as if you join as a coach. That's just part of the club. You get 30 days of that for free, so you can try it out. So Shakeology HD, you can also just join as a customer and order Shakeology on AutoShip. You totally can do that. And then I'll just share with you, if you do that, number 2, your Shakeology on AutoShip with tax and shipping, you know, for a few more dollars, you could have gotten a full fitness program. So crunch some numbers and see which one works for you so you can make an informed decision. That way you're not end up a la carte in piecing things together and spending more in the end. So number 3, you could also just get your fitness program only. Okay. Again, you are going to pay about $10 to $15 in shipping for that. So just crunch the numbers so you can decide. So we're just about wrapped up. And in the next 24 hours, expect to hear from the person that invited you, because they are amazingly professional and have awesome customer service. Because really, they're going to want to know, okay, hey, what did you like most about what you saw? Does Team Beachbody feel like it could be a fit for you and the goals that you have? Which option appeals to you most? Being a coach or being a customer? And you can ask them questions still. You can say, well, you know, what do you think? You know, and honestly, based on your goals, if you're a person who is going to be on Shakeology long term, why not rock out the discount? That's what I did. And I just said, why not? Because, you know, it just makes sense. So really think about some things. If you were deciding to become a coach, what could it really do for you in your life? As a coach, who could you help? Somebody else like you, somebody else with the same needs, somebody else in your family that you know and love and want to be around a long time? And what are your goals and dreams? What is it that you've put aside because life got busy? You know, when we're young, we have all these dreams of things that we're going to do. And then sometimes slowly but surely, all those dreams kind of get put to the wayside and we forget about how much joy that brought us. So what are your goals and dreams? Are there some things you want to be able to do again that you pushed aside? And would more time with your family, you know, be one of those? So I'm going to open it up for questions. I'm going to escape from here. Give me 1 second. Close. Let me find you guys. Stop share. Here we go. And I can't see you, so it's very strange. Do you guys have any questions? All right. Thanks so much for joining, you guys. Have an awesome night.